Good morning, Facebook Live and Joslyn fans. This is Rebecca with the Joslyn Center. I'm the program director here, and we are in episode 51 of the Joslyn Variety Show. So today we are going to do our workout with Veronica, and then we're going to talk about some more fun recipes you can do at home during quarantine. So enjoy your workout. I'll see you in a minute.
Thank you, Rebecca. Hi, everyone. So today we're going to start our workout standing up, marching, and we'll do some exercises seated, and then we're going to do some lower body exercises standing today. Oh, well, I hope everyone's having a nice, relaxing morning. It's 11 o'clock, so I think it's a great time to do a little exercise. Getting warmed up. Now check your posture. I just felt myself do that. So, check your posture. So you're relaxing your shoulders. You're obviously very active, and you're thinking about your balance too, because you're shifting your weight back and forth. Make sure that your posture is good. You're standing up nice and tall. And give all your organs room in there. Give your lungs room to expand when you're breathing. So always, when you walk by a mirror or reflection, and just check your posture, because it may not be as it seems. It may be better than you thought it was. But if it's not, you can always take that moment to correct it. And you feel better. You really do. Okay. All right, so let's step side to side. We're still warming up. Just step and tap. Step and tap. Feel your breathing. Just be aware of it. Good. Okay, now let's stand next to the chair and just lift, alternate your knee lifts. Just lift up, exhale. So let's slow it down. Exhale. You don't need to have your hand there. Test yourself. Just enjoy the fact that you can lift your knees up, not hold onto your chair. Even if you never have to hold on their chair, it's still something to be glad for, because our balance starts to wane in our early 40s. And so when you have good balance, be proud of that, because you're doing something to keep it going. Up and up. Okay, good. So now we're going to reach over and alternate. So reach up and over, up and over. So feel the stretch here. Starts here, it goes up. Really reach. And make sure you're breathing so you're not holding your breath. Okay, now I'm going to turn to the side. So if you can put your hands behind you and interlace your fingers, what you're going to do is you're going to make sure your shoulders are back and down. So we're going to straighten the back, bring the shoulders down, and your shoulder blades are going to come together. Okay, so you're going to really exaggerate like that. And you could almost feel your body taking an inhale, because you've opened up your chest so much. So just hold it while you're breathing. Okay, now just the opposite. Let's bring our hands in front, interlace your fingers, just like that. And now I want to push my hands away from me and curve your back a bit. So now you're separating your shoulder blades, and you're making your chest sort of hollow. So you feel the stretch across your back. What do you do with your head? You just let your head rest right where it is. Okay. All right, so let's concentrate on the neck a little bit. We're just going to look side to side, look, and then look to the other side. There's your stretch. Let's go back and forth a few times. So we're moving our neck. We're twisting our top of your spine here a little bit at the base of your neck. So be gentle and take your time. Good. Okay, so let's drop the chin to the chest. just by the weight of the head. Just let your chin drop. And now look up just a little bit. You don't have to collapse your head back. Just look up and up and down a few times. Keep breathing. Okay, so come back to neutral position. And now let your ear just drop to the shoulder. Again, it's just the weight of your head. So everyone's going to be different. Your ear obviously will not touch your shoulder. You're just going in that direction. And a lot of times you'll see people do this for the stretch. Okay, so think about it. Just be very, very careful. If you do that, all you're doing is adding the weight of your hand. Don't pull. That's forcing. You can just drop your head there. It adds a little bit of weight, but don't pull your head. Good stretch right on the side. And let's do the other side. Sometimes it's kind of hard to slow down and do these. You kind of, we just go about our day sometimes in sort of a flurry. So take the time. It's important. Let's rotate our shoulders. Nice big rotations. And remember, you can always do one arm or one shoulder than the other. And you can go forward. You can be swimming. So from your waist down, you're just stationary. Okay, good. All right. Okay, so now we're going to use our chair. I'm going to turn the chair to the side. We're going to work on our hamstrings and our glutes to begin with, and then we'll do a little stretching. Okay, so for our hamstrings, your muscle that's behind in the back of your thigh, what we're going to do, stand nice and tall and put your weight on one leg, and then the other leg, we're going to just put that behind you pretty straight. Relax your hands on your chair. And your leg is straight, and now we're going to do is flex the foot and just bring the leg up and down. You could bring your foot to the floor if you want. If you do, just tap it there. Try to hold your leg up. See if you can bring the leg toward the floor but not actually touch the floor. So you exhale, squeeze. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. We're working our glutes right now. Say, hey, that doesn't feel like my hamstring. We're working our glutes, then we'll switch to the hamstring. So you're going to squeeze your glutes, squeeze. As you can tell, this is an exercise you can do when your main goal is doing something else. If you're waiting for someone, or maybe you're on the phone, you can put your hand on the counter, do a few squeezes. Okay, now let's relax those legs. Just relax, march out. Okay, the same leg that you were exercising. Now let's put that behind. Your foot is flexed, and now you're going to do a kicking movement. And when you kick, you're squeezing the hamstring muscle. Exhale. Exhale. If your toe touches the floor, which is fine, just make sure that you keep the tension in that muscle. You kind of keep the squeeze. Even though your leg is straight, you're still squeezing it. So doing 2 rounds of an exercise on one leg, you can really feel your other leg fatiguing. So just hang in there for a couple more reps here. Okay, now let's relax those legs. So now we're going to do the other leg, okay? So I'll just stay where I am. Straight leg behind you, and you're going to lift the heel, squeeze your glutes, squeeze. So by fatiguing the other leg's getting a workout too, right? So it's not just sitting there doing nothing. All those muscles are keeping us standing up straight, supporting us, while we're actually focused on a different group of muscles. Squeeze. Exhale. And you're using the strength of your legs, so you're not using any momentum. Don't do that. You just want to control the movement. Squeeze. Let's do one more. Okay, relax the muscles. legs for just a little bit, get that blood flow. Okay, same leg you're working on. Okay, put that behind a little bit, and now you're going to kick up. Kick and straighten. Exhale, inhale. So we're isolating the hamstrings. Squeeze. I don't know about you, but my other leg's getting tired. But hang in there for a few more. And one more, just squeeze, and now relax. Okay. March a little bit. Again, get your blood flowing. Your legs start to feel a little bit more normal. And you can feel the warmth in your muscles. Okay, I'm going to turn the chair back. And we're going to sit. And we're going to focus on the front of the thighs. Okay? So I'm sitting up. I'm not leaning back in the chair. I don't want to be too comfortable because then my back's going to start having to do some work to lift the leg up, if that makes sense. So just sit up nice and tall and strong. And squeeze your abdominal muscles as you exhale and place the knee out in front. Toes up. So you're going to squeeze these muscles. And let's alternate. It's a kick out, but it's very controlled. And we're focusing on these muscles here. I'm sure a lot of you have used machines where you put your feet here and then you lift the weight like that. But we are doing one leg at a time. And by squeezing, you're creating some weight for the muscles to feel that tension. You really squeeze. Sometimes I like to say, to appreciate that, to create some tension and feel that squeeze in your muscles, don't squeeze anything and just kick your leg out. Just kind of have fun with it. And you can do that. You can do that. And I can think about things I need to do. Or you really put the focus in your muscles and squeeze it. And then you're going to get some benefit. You really are. Your abdominals are squeezed. They're protecting your lower back. If this feels like it's too much on your back, then scoot all the way back in your chair so that some of your chair is supporting your back, or you can have a little pillow back here. Squeeze up. Squeeze up. Good. Let's do a few more. Okay, one more each leg. Good. All right, let's stand back up. And I'm just going to stand next to the chair, because I don't want to hide behind the chair. But let's do alternating legs. Let's work our outer thighs, something we haven't done before. So we're going to lift the straight leg out, switch to the other leg, straight leg out. So you're like a pendulum down there. Your upper body, try to keep it from moving. Just raise that leg up, not very high. You don't have to go any higher than where I'm going. So you're defying gravity here. That's what we're doing. So we're working the outer thigh muscles, breathing, shifting our weight, exercising our balance, practicing. Good. Okay, so let's change to the inner thigh. So let's, your feet are hip width apart. We're going to do the same thing by shifting our weight and going from one side to the other, but we're going to sweep the leg forward, and your toe's going to point out, and you're going to feel it right here in the inner thigh. So up, think that inner thigh, I'm lifting that, squeezing that. This takes some practice, so you're going to have to do a few repetitions, and you say, okay, I can really feel that squeeze. Or don't even go that high. So if we're pointing our feet forward, we're really kind of concentrating here. But by pointing your toe out, you're going to get more focus here. Up, up. Just a few more. Okay, so there's one more thing I want to do. Let's have a seat, and let's try to do some rowing. So I'm sitting forward in the chair, and my feet are on the floor, just on the floor, pretty much at a right angle. Maybe in just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to grab onto that device in the machine, and I'm going to pull back. So I'm just below my chest. I'm not quite up here. I'm going to be more here. And when you pull back, really squeeze your back muscles together. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Feel your muscles. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. And your neck should be completely comfortable because you're not raising your shoulders at all. You're keeping the shoulders down. Just focused on the back. Squeeze. Okay, good. All right, so let's just relax. Just relax your shoulders. And even if you're seated, you can do just a little bit of this that we've done standing so many times. Again, it's a very gentle twist. Just encouraging your body just to relax. Raise your hands up and inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. Good. And if you've been seated and you want to stand up, and again, just relax. Okay. Well, I hope that felt good to you. It felt good to me.
Veronica, thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, so I am going to turn you guys around while I give them a second to set up. All helpers have recipes for you today. So I think, oh no, I'm losing stuff. I think we are doing 2 different recipes. They are both mug-based recipes, easy to make, easy to prepare, and delicious to eat. So I'm going to turn you back around so that the girls can tell you all about what they've made for you. All right, Judy, are you up first?
Good morning, everybody. This is another terrific Tuesday. Do I need to wear this?
Yes.
Oh, okay. My fingers are greasy. I'm sure you're wondering about my funny little hat here. This is in honor of 2 of our interns from Palm Desert High School that just graduated at Siri and Jason. They're great kids. We wish you the best. We miss you. So my little hat is for you.
Aw, thanks, Judy.
So now I have the easiest recipe in the whole world. Anybody can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. So I'm making scrambled eggs in the microwave. Have you ever heard of that? I hadn't either. And once I did it, I thought, why haven't I been doing this before? So you take 2 eggs and crack them in a bowl. Make sure it's microwavable. And then stir it just like you would do if you were making scrambled eggs. I added salt and pepper and a little bit of milk, and I also added Mexican cheese just for flavor and spinach. So I mixed it all together, and then I put it in the microwave for 90 seconds. Do not put it in for any longer or it might make your microwave messy. So after 90 seconds, I came up with this. Now, how easy is that? Anybody can do it. And of course, you don't have to use spinach. You can use ham, bacon, whatever you want. Be creative. And let me know your ideas after you've made it. And that's it. Oh, just one reminder. I put in a little bit of olive oil just so it wouldn't stick. So just remember that and let me know what you make.
Awesome recipe, Judy. That one sounds like a nice, easy quarantine
Easy.
breakfast.
Easy.
All right, let's see what Veronica's got for us today. Thank you.
Here it is. So somebody told me, Ellen told me about this. This idea. I had never heard before about cooking eggs in the microwave. I wouldn't have thought to do it, and I have tried it, and it definitely is fun because it works. So here's an idea. Let me just drop that. Okay, so Ellen was talking about this, and this is called a muffin in a mug. This is the size. It's not the mug I used, but it's exactly the same size. It's a 12-ounce mug, and my little toothpicks there. So I mixed the ingredients, put it in the mug, and cooked it for 90 seconds. And while it's cooking, you can look through the microwave, and you see it. It's like this column. It's rising, probably a good 2.5 to 3 inches above the cup. It just goes straight up. It doesn't spill over. It's kind of fun to watch it. Not that you should stare into the microwave, but 90 seconds. And then just before the 90 seconds is up, it starts to go down. So by the time you open the door, it's probably already gone down just below the rim of the cup. And I used butter to grease the cup, and I took it out after the 90 seconds with an oven mitt, and just set it on the counter for 2 minutes. They said let it cool, and then I did take a knife just in case and just went around the edges of the inside of the cup just to help it come out. And I turned it over onto the plate, and it comes out this column of a muffin. So it's not a little tidy muffin like you have a cupcake. It's the width of the cup here, the height and the width of the cup. So then what I did was I sliced it in slices, and I'll talk about the ingredients in just a moment, but on here is my favorite jam, apricot. I put some nice unsalted butter on the top there, and this is the top of the muffin. And now for the recipe, it's all flaxseed, ground flaxseed meal, so there's no flour in it. If you have ground flaxseed, you only need a 1/4 cup for one batch. And then you can see there's baking powder and cinnamon. Oh, this is what I didn't do the sea salt. And I did the milk, the egg, the vanilla. I didn't add any sweetener. So I didn't add sweetener because I don't have that kind of sweetener, and I just don't usually do that. What I do afterwards is when I make something like pancakes or something, the sweetness to me comes through the syrup or through the jam, which I love. Or you might have it a little more savory with the butter. And then there's options you can put in. You can put in chocolate chips, raisins, seeds. So what I put in this one is I took 1 prune and I just sliced it and chopped it up into pieces and separated the pieces so they won't stick together. I took maybe a tablespoon of sunflower seeds, just raw sunflower seeds, put those in, and probably a teaspoon of chocolate chips just to add to it. And it has a sponge cake like texture, and so it's very porous. So you can just enjoy it like that with a little butter or jam, or you can even put it in with like a bowl with like cream or something, and that sponge-like cake is going to absorb all that nice creamy milk. So and it's delicious. So and it's all good. There's no reason to follow the recipe exactly. Just experiment with it because you have your base, the flaxseed and the baking powder, your milk, and your egg. Okay, so I had fun. I hope you will too.
That's like an easy recipe. A good healthy option.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me grab this back. And then guess what, guys? Tuesday, and Tuesday is Bling and Bingo. So come back to our Facebook page at 2 o'clock this afternoon. We are going to play bingo. You've got to have your card ready to go. If you have one at home, you're welcome to use that. If you need one, let me know, and I'd be happy to email you one. You can download them online. There's lots of free printable bingo cards. We would love to have you and all of your friends join us. We have some great prizes for you. So we will see you at 2 o'clock today for Bling and Bingo with me and Paul. And then tomorrow we have Susan for some brain health information here on the Joslyn Variety Show. So everybody have a fantastic Tuesday. We will see you soon.